Good evening, I'm the Game Tutor, and tonight we're going to be looking at Mummy Remastered. Now, Mummy Remastered is an indie Metroidvania based on the Mummy movie franchise, and that's the new one starring Tom Cruise. Now, the movie itself wasn't great, but we're going to be talking about the actual game here today, which is a very interesting and very competent and actually very good Metroidvania. Now, it's not perfect. Basically, I'm going to do a sort of section of the game here, and actually quite a hard section of the game. I'm going to talk to you then about some of the kind of good points and some of the issues. So first of the good points is that it's a very good quality Metroidvania. You know, you've got the map, you've got the different weapons, albeit not that much different. You've got the kind of loot-based progression system and that kind of thing. There are a few quite unusual things about it though. So we're coming up to a boss here, which you'll get to see, and then depending on whether I do or don't kill the boss, I've had a go at this once before, we'll talk about the kind of other issues with the game and sort of talk about what we think. Visually the game is very nice, the pixel art is really quite good, and it plays really well. It's fun to play, it controls how you would expect it to, and generally speaking, like as far as movie licenses go, in recent memory, you really can't fault it. This really is one of the best ones. Now, the bosses in this game are quite bullet spongy, which isn't helped by the way that the sort of loot system works. So, not a great start. So, hit him with my more powerful bullets. And then, as soon as we run out of those, which we have, I can then start using my kind of weaker ones. So this one I've got to move those out of the way. Now the patterns in this boss fight aren't too complicated, that was a good start. I really want to actually hit the boss with those. There's one, there's two, there's three. They're kind of like, there's four, right. So I'm totally out of all like powerful attacks now. And I've just got my sort of pea shooter weapon, and I did actually pretty much have. So I was in the right place for that. So this one's a sort of bullet hell type attack. Going in with three sort of energy tanks, whatever you want to call them. Again, I've only played this boss once before. I think I've got one majority of the thing down. That's what we have to roll through. You can do that. Definitely not showing best of my game ability here. Right, so this one's going to be this one, which is, again, you need to kind of go into doing it at a corner and then roll through. So considering this is like the third boss in the game, it's quite difficult. It's definitely harder than sort of, there we go, that would be good. Brilliant. Let's blame it on the fact I'm narrating while doing it, I don't think about what I'm going to say. So, firstly let's talk about the difficulty. So, it is fairly difficult. It's not the easiest game in the world, which you can see. There's no difficulty options, so you're very much doing it on hard. This is one of the earlier bosses, but even the previous bosses we've done up to this point have not been super easy. There we go, we managed to do that all the time. But the real difficulty actually comes in the way the death system works. And if I do manage to die here, you'll see why. And if I don't manage to die, I will die on purpose straight off this boss and show you. And basically, the problem with the death system is you lose everything and then have to kind of fight back and fight a thing of yourself to get those things. If your save spot is actually quite far away from where you died, it's actually quite a pain to do that. The other issue is that it's actually quite hard to gain life in this game to get life back. Sort of in most Metroidvanias, there are normal sort of spawn points where there are enemies that you can just slowly regain life off of. We've seen that more recently in the kind of other Metroidvania type games as well. But there's nothing in this game that allows you to do that. So essentially, if you get stuck without any life, you could just sort of go in and out of rooms, killing the same one or two enemies over again, trying to farm your life back. Now the life orbs in this game, the smaller orbs, which are moderately common, get you like 2 health, and the larger orbs get you, I think, 10. maybe 20. But either way, it takes a really long time to get your life back, which is a little bit annoying, and does kind of make it so that when, okay, it means dying has a real penalty, but it means when you die, it kind of, that usual, oh, I can definitely do this, have a one more go type attitude quickly gets replaced with, well, that's going to be a lot of work, I'm going to go and do that again, maybe I'll just go to bed. Which isn't always necessarily what we want, so I'm going to do this, roll out of the way, they fire, there we go, that way, okay. It's the usual thing, they go from yellow to red, unless they gradually get redder, that's actually the word, they're going to be easier to beat. But as you can see, they are very much bullet sponges and soak up a lot of bullets. And because you haven't got any more powerful weapons, and as far as I know, there's no way to sort of regain them in the fight. Most Metroidvania type fights have sort of mobs or enemies rather in the fight that you can kill to gain stuff as you go. You just don't have that here. So really it is a slightly, I guess, a simpler Metroidvania than certain other titles, but in other ways it's also, in other ways it's actually a lot harder. The kind of mechanics of how the game works and how you progress is maybe a little bit similar in some Metroidvania, and the actual sort of fights in terms of raw difficulty and a kind of almost fake difficulty put on by the fact that the game is just hard, is and you get this kind of really quite unfair death system that makes it very difficult to get started, and the kind of ammo regen parts are pretty few and far between. Come on, we must be not too far off. I really don't want to have to do this again. If I have to do this again, you'll feel my frustration. Yeah, there we go, finally, great, did it, cool. So, get all this back, typical Metroidvania type stuff, and hopefully in the next room I will get something useful. No, more enemies, right. So, I'm going to go and save it, and then I'm going to kill myself, and I'm going to show you what's annoying about this, okay? And you'll soon see why this is annoying, okay? So, mobs take a lot of hits to kill, and you do have this other weapon, and you get more throughout the game, but ammo for them is very, very scarce, so pretty soon it becomes a case of you're not really wanting to do this very much. Right, so let's go and say, let's go this way and I'll show you some other environments as we go. So, even these little enemies coming out take quite a lot to kill in the way of just sort of general guns, which is, it's fine, but it is hard. This is, I hate using the phrase the Dark Souls of, but this is definitely one of the harder Metroidvanias I've played in kind of in recent years, so to speak. Right, so let's go in here and save it. This is the save room. And then I'm going to kill myself, and I'm going to show you what the really annoying thing about the game is. Okay, so I've got obviously my 3 life tanks. Again, I'm not getting that much back, but I'm just killing and getting sort of life orbs. Find a life orb. No, that's not a life orb. That's a life orb. Okay, so I'm on 31. What if you pick that up? I'm on 36. So I get 5 for those. Not a lot. So right, I need to kill myself. So let's do that here. That's probably a fairly quick way of doing it. There we go. Watch this, get out of the room, so I know if that's going to make a difference. Probably shouldn't. Let's die in the middle of here. 2 more hits, I should die. Right, so I die and my body gets sort of gets zombified basically and reanimated. Fine. Now the problem with that is, so now I come back to life and I've only got 99 health, and I've got no weapons. I've got my usual pea shooter. Now, in order to get that pea shooter back, I've got to go back to the point that I died. Now, with the little pea shooter, now it's not too bad where I've died, but if you die in quite a hard area, it's actually quite hard to get back. And the problem being after that, so then I've got to this place, I found him, then I've actually got to kill him. And he's not that easy to kill. So, like, he's throwing grenades at me, I've still got that thing shooting me. I've got to try and, like, I've just got to try and not die. So there we go, I just about did it. 14 life I've got left. That was, you know, and that was quite hard. Pick all this stuff up, so I pick up everything, kind of all my dropped stuff, if you like. The problem is, it's only given me about half of my life back, and then given me 61 out of a possible 200 of the ammo for my alternative weapon. Which means if I then want to go into a boss fight, and therefore want to like get all of that back, I've now got to like farm mobs. And the problem otherwise is there's not really anything in this game to easily farm. Not as there are in a lot of other Metroidvanias. So like those are going to give me to about 15 ammo. But then the life, you know, life 11 going up to 16. So I'm getting 5 at a time. If I get hit by one of these things, I lose 11. So God forbid while I'm trying to farm these I get hit, because all of a sudden I'm losing half the stuff that I kind of was farming in the first place. So farming takes a long time, and it's not easy. There you go, it's hit. So I sound pretty down on it, but, and it's a big but, this is a good game. It's a good Metroidvania. It's fun to play. It's one of the most Metroidy Metroidvanias, if that makes sense, that I've played in quite a long time. And I would recommend it. I definitely would recommend it if you're a fan of the genre. I was going to say if you're a fan of the Mummy film, but I don't think many people are. But if you're a fan of the genre, you've completed Samus Returns, although I'm not so sure Samus Returns was such a great game. Definitely, I think it was a bit overrated in terms of general reviews. You know, this is definitely one worth picking up. Of course, I played the Switch version. There are other versions out there, but as far as I'm aware, they all play pretty much the same. But I do think Switch is quite a good place for this game, just because of its inherent style and playability. So there you go, Mummy Demastered. Take with it what you will, but it's a difficult Metroidvania. See you later. My night, Andy.
If you enjoyed tonight's video, please like and subscribe. Remember to come and check us out at thegametutor.co.uk, where news, articles and videos are updated on a weekly basis. Also, please check us out on Twitter, Facebook and Dailymotion.